Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today there's a huge patch. So many things to go through, but I'll just kind of like bring them up as I remember them. This one, I kind of heard I watched his stream. We're just playing a sharpshooter, and he kind of like mused the idea of discounts from Griswold. I thought it was kind of a joke because he just needed something that was a little too expensive off the start, but I don't know. I guess maybe if you're playing Iron Man, this is something that becomes infinitely more important. Which, I mean, you know, you could even argue that the Educated and the Swift Learner perks are kind of like for that mode too. And there's nothing really wrong with having it there. An option is an option. The more the better. And then probably my favorite perk to come out so far. So many people argue that, you know, you have to mushroom grind. There's just no like feasible way around it. And it's like, yeah, in one sense, you could just play the game and eventually get it. Like, it'll happen, but it's not going to be anywhere near the progression that you experience from horror and purgatory as you go through. So that wall can kind of like, you know, it hinders people. But when you see something like this, it's just so much better. You can play multiplayer with this. Sure, you have to argue over who gets the elixir, but I mean, if you two are not douchebags, you can just be like, okay, I'm the mage, I'll take the magic ones, and, you know, maybe the vitality, and you can take the dex and the strength if you're the assassin, something like that, you know? And even when you're playing solo, it's like, eventually, you'll just make a character that will be, you know, probably too good for single player, and you'll move on to multiplayer, and if you really like that character, you just leave this on, you leave the magic find perk on, and bam, you can get all the elixirs you want on a character that you really like to play, and then if you want to try something else, you can skip the grinding. So, totally behind it. It, in a way, sort of pushes away the hacking, or, well, not really the hacking, but, like the duping, the copying, the taking elixirs from friends, like, everybody sees it, and it's just kind of like when you have an option that's legal and it's kind of like, you know, you're still playing the game to get them, it's much better. Much better. So I didn't really expect the change because there's this new Aphix stun threshold, which is awesome. Replaces gold find Aphixes. Amazing. You kill two birds with one stone right there. That's good. There's been some morphing on the suffixes, and it kind of fudged over a lot of my gear here. A lot of it just changed entirely. And, you know, a lot of these items used to be quite good, and they just changed outright, and they're just not really good anymore. But I'm actually kind of surprised, like this key item here that stayed the same. A lot of these things did stay the same. I lost my Dreadful Ring of Rune. That's probably like my biggest hit. But honestly, a lot of the other things just kind of stayed the same. I'm not able to use the shield because instead of strength, it just has plus armor. I mean, it's great shield, honestly. That is quite a few good stats on it. But it's just not usable anymore. Altogether, I think my DFE is actually about the same. My resistances are fairly even. I lost a lot of mana regeneration, but at the same time, I got some more HP, so can't complain there. Mana cost, I don't really know if I'm going to like this one. I might just swap it off, really. I did have to put on this. It's not really a great amulet, but it gives me the strength to wear this. Actually, I think I can wear this now, right? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of a toss-up here. Lazarus, I know there's a lot of fire, so I might just swap this to keep it balanced. But this probably is the way to go moving forward. Just gives me a little less DFE, but more HP, which is very nice and AC. These boots just popped out of nowhere. They'll be good for fighting Uber and stuff. Should probably drop those in town. No, that's not town. Oh, okay. Let me try and remember here. What are my hotkeys? Okay. So another major change is Stone Curse causes causes enemies to immediately lose all acid stacks on them. Now this is kind of I guess it's pretty obvious from the outside looking in that this is you know, an issue, or just, you know, not the way it's supposed to be, an exploit, whatever. I was just having difficulty, you know, playing this class and getting used to it all. So I didn't really consider it all that big of a deal. It just seemed to speed up all the areas where there's 1 or 2 enemies. Because when you're fighting a group of, like, you know, 15 enemies, you're not going to be like, alright, I'm going to Stone Curse every single one of you right after you get poisoned. It's like you're probably going to have enough time to just, you know, dance around. Maybe get the odd straggler who comes around the corner, but nothing, like, insane. So far it's going pretty slow. Not slow, really, like, slow's not bad, but it just feels like I'm very close to being, you know, destroyed if I make a mistake. The rest of the HP that I get, though, it's feeling pretty nice right around now. Honestly, it's been so long since I played, I can't really remember if I have more HP, but I'm pretty sure I never got, like, near 300 or over 300. I thought I was at, like, 230 or something. What? Alright, no, what? Perhaps I should have brought some more potions for this. Lazarus is probably going to be pretty tight. Have to play it careful. Without that Stone Curse glitch, it's much, much slower. It's bad news. Whew. messing around with those guys, jeez. I feel like my spell accuracy is much lower now. I don't know, it seems like it's taken a long time to kill these enemies. Yeah, it's taking so long to hurt these enemies. But I have the same weapon. My weapon hasn't morphed, so... It must just be the magic that I'm losing. Maybe I can swap out something here. Do I have any rings to give me plus magic? Would appear not. Well, that's unfortunate. There's quite a few. I don't remember all those archers there. Shoot. There's so many. I think these guys take fire. Nope. Alright. They get stuck behind them? That's pretty funny. I don't think they take lightning though. Oh, there we go. I just have such bad spell accuracy. don't feel super confident about coming this way, but I think the mages take lightning damage, so I should be okay here. One issue I think is that knight, so maybe I can stone curse him from here. Nope. No. No. Is he out of range? There we go. Okay, got him. It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, much slower than Purgatory. If I leave the golem up, I think he warps with me, which could be a benefit, because he'll go down instantly, but he's not going to be under my control. So I'm going to just try it with him the first time. This could be a learning experience, maybe it's just a bad idea, but I'm going to go with just having him summoned. That's all I need. No, he didn't warp with me. Oh my god, that thing has so much health. Also, my very awesome arcane flask got changed. Not quite as good. It would be nice to have the magic on them for the accuracy, but at least they keep the 290% damage, so not feeling too bad. So the golem didn't warp with me, and it wasn't very much help, so that's a shame. I could unsummon it, but it would take a lot of mana. I don't feel like waiting. Oh, that was perfect. But on the plus side, barrels. Barrels can now, I can use acid puddles on top of them. Any type of puddle will go where barrels used to be, and in front of doorways, like here. So, I'd say, you know, I lose the Stone Curse buff, but I get that buff in exchange, so not too bad. Durability actually seems pretty good. I don't really... Wait a minute. What's going on here? Required... Okay, so in red text on the top right-hand side of the screen, it shows the requirement of this item, even though the requirement is on the item. And it's not really like I'm opposed to it. I know that the text of the game is supposed to be off when menus are open now. That's another change, but it seems a little weird. Well, not really that important. What I don't really get though is I remember Gavrin's stream with his Iron Maiden, and he was on Doom Lazarus, and he kept losing durability on all his items like crazy, like ruining all his stuff. That or it was all that one durability. I don't know if it was just the knights that like ruined it, or if it was... I guess it wasn't the spellcasters. I was under the impression that the spellcasters ruined his durability somehow. Alright. I think everything should be fine. No issues here.
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master.
Put up these walls just in case.
Child. Now you'll join him in hell.
Bam. Perfect. Not used to that AI. It must be... They are crypt enemies, so my guess is that they're meant to do that. If you're attached to the golem, or if you're in one square from the golem, they'll go to that spot. Other enemies will just stop at the golem. There we go. Just Lazarus. I guess there's no real point in getting him out here. Maybe it's just easier to keep him still. This might box him in. Nope, it did not box him in. Oh, gotta make it. Ah, there we go.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
Yeah, you got some potions from that too. Nice. Be careful not to get strung out here. If I get in some bad positioning, I'm just going to take a million shots. It looks like he's actually stuck in the wall here. And not too bad, not too bad. I guess probably the biggest loss would be my belts. The -6 DFE and resist belts did change. Even the regeneration, this changed into life regen. This is plus 13 strength instead of -6 DFE. This one's still not bad, -4 DFE with the fire resist maintained. Book of Fury. Just about forgot that. Alright. Not a great level so far. Looks like we've got enemies that only take fire or lightning damage, and warpers, which are a little bit harder to work with, but I don't find them as bad. What do these guys take? I'm pretty sure it's fire damage. Let's see. Yeah. I didn't really think about it, but I should use this elixir before I find a chest that breaks potions. I'm not sure if it breaks elixirs, but I don't want to be around to find out. Ooh, these are not good either. Don't like these enemies. Well, luckily I have pretty much this whole area all to myself. So if I ever do need a little bit more room, it's not going to be hard to get it. Let's see. Okay. So this space gives me immunity. Alright. I'm good to pull that group. Nope, that was dumb. So I won't be able to stop the boss, that's kind of a shame. But all the others should be fine. Should be fair game. It's probably a good idea to reapply these so they last the entire fight. I just realized that was kind of dumb. No sense attacking the boss. He can actually warp to me. I don't really know what the right move here is. Yeah, it looked like he kind of warped there at the last second when he died. Alright. Well, I'll wrap things up here and I'll repair some stuff, bring some stuff to town, and catch you guys next time.